Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Junaid Saleem to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Junaid Saleem's words. Today we will talk about the ruling power where a certain mindset is prevailing, where new laws are being introduced that are aimed at distorting or crushing the true spirit of the Constitution. All these plans are being made out of fear of just one person. There are some disturbing reports about his health as well, which we will also discuss. We will try to show a mirror today to those who praise this hybrid system. Viewers, as the new fiscal year started, the budget showed stars in the daytime to everyone. That is, it gave false hopes. Then we will talk about the most dangerous card the government has opened against PTI, or Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. But first, a mention of that patient who has been unjustly imprisoned for over 2 years now. Like the mythical Yajuj-Majuj, the rulers every night dream of demolishing the wall of Imran Khan's popularity. But the next morning, that wall appears even taller and stronger. The constitution has been distorted and crushed just to control one person. His freedom of speech has been gagged. Musicians' feet have been tied with bells, forcing them to dance in courts. And in this political drama, the media, especially most of it, is playing the role of just collecting money thrown by the sides of the spectacle. Viewers, at the time of reckoning, everyone has bowed down except one, the son of Shaukat Khanum, who stands firm in the face of oppression. It seems that the burden of standing against oppression has been placed on just one person. The responsibility rests on his shoulders alone. His imprisonment has shown him that if ruling power were proof of success, then the world would be praising Yazid today. He has realized, viewers, that success lies only in following the path of Hussein. A path that does not tolerate the oppressor and refuses to bow down before injustice. Like a true Husseini, he is not ready to accept night as day. His punishment was that he was imprisoned first, then his meetings were restricted. He is only allowed a 10 to 15-minute meeting once a week with just 2 sisters. That is not all. He was put in solitary confinement inside jail. It is now revealed that he is kept in a small jail cell for 22 hours a day. Yesterday, his sister said she asked Imran Khan why he has lost so much weight. He replied that he is not allowed to move out of his cell for 22 hours. Viewers, Imran Khan has been made such a criminal that even his doctors have been completely denied access to him. In this intense heat, when breathing becomes difficult for 5 minutes without AC, fan or cooler, the electricity in his cell is kept off for hours. There is absolutely no doubt now that Imran Khan's life is in danger. But all this has been made normal for Imran Khan. Even his worst opponent, Rana Sanaullah, has admitted that he never thought Imran Khan would serve such a long jail term. If he were a drug addict, it would have been difficult for him to survive in jail. Now, this same person used to say that whatever drug Imran Khan took, he had already destroyed the information supporting it in the first 10 days. Those people who were talking nonsense, Khan proved them wrong, not just with words, but with actions. Before this, all the information about Imran Khan from the PMLN, or Pakistan Muslim League, Nawaz, was disproved by Khan himself through his deeds, not just statements. He was called a political novice, but showed exemplary governance in Pakistan. Even now, they are trying to counter Imran Khan with some false information and new amendments. But all this shows that the ruling group is scared, frightened, and badly shaken. Imran Khan scares them every day, even in their dreams. Khan says his voice is being suppressed from all sides so that his message does not reach the people, and no one stands against tyranny. But he will stand against oppression until his last breath, and he believes in God that the shadow of oppression over Pakistan will soon end. Viewers, these are the words that give new courage to his supporters who say, Labaik, we respond to your call, to his voice. Viewers, we request Imran Khan not to scare the rulers so much because this frightened group has already destroyed everything out of this fear. Viewers, for 3 years the hybrid system has been praised in the country. It is said that after the 27th Amendment, this system will be further strengthened, which makes the ruling gang very happy. Viewers, I am amazed that these same people in one breath talk about democracy, then praise the hybrid system without any ifs or buts. At least admit that it is wrong. But it is happening. Your salary will not be reduced, your shoes will not be reduced. The shiny new black model cars given to you won't be reduced in number or shine. On the other hand, viewers, you see the plight of the common man. I put a glimpse of it before you. In the 3-year era of this ultra-hybrid regime, 44% or 11 crore Pakistanis have fallen below the poverty line. Unemployment has reached 22%. Currently, 2 crore youth are unemployed. More than 2 crore youth are jobless. More dangerously, unemployment among educated youth has crossed 34%. That means, 1 in every 3 educated young person is unemployed. Astaghfirullah. I seek forgiveness from God. Those who have jobs are exploited by inflation. In the last 3 years, 1/3 of each person's income has been consumed by inflation. So the value of 100 rupees has become 0. 2 crore 60 lakh children are out of school. The literacy rate has dropped to less than 2.5% in the last 3 years. During Imran Khan's tenure, it was more than 6%. Khan left it at more than 6%, but now it is not even 2.5%. The only thing that comes to mind is, go drown and die. For God's sake, get some sense for God's sake. Where are you taking this country? Viewers, the level of despair I'm talking about is spread across the whole country. In 2024 alone, 7,27,000 people left the country. The most regrettable thing is these were not common people but highly educated upper-middle-class professionals. Many of them sold their property in Pakistan and took their capital abroad. It is estimated that in the last 3 years, those who left the country took $48 billion with them. Viewers, you can imagine how disheartened the educated class in Pakistan has become about their and their children's future. 3 years ago, the institution created to attract foreign investment, the Board of Investment, or BOI, has failed miserably. In the last 3 years, Pakistan has had the lowest level of foreign investment in history. Almost none has come in. Yes, many promises were signed, prayers made, delegations came and went, but government officials themselves admit that foreign investment is at the lowest level. The country's stock market is said to be booming. What they don't say is that whatever little investment has come in the last 3 years has been in the stock market, from where investors are actually taking capital out of Pakistan every week, so the progress in the stock market is on negative terms. Well, viewers, as soon as the budget was announced, the government imposed a tax of 100 billion rupees on thousands of Asian imports, and people are sitting at home. Now what has happened is the perspective that the common man, the common widespread wave of inflation, has been handed over to him. Selected carefully, those things which were used by the common man have been taxed. Consciously, in the chicken sector, something that even the common man could eat, now a new tax has been imposed on chicken. A new tax of 1 rupee has been slapped on chicken. On the items used by the poor and middle classes, like clothes and shoes, a 10% regulatory duty has been imposed. On artificial jewellery, which obviously rich people don't use, a 32% regulatory duty has been imposed. These jewellery items are not earned by poor families. This is a deception. Who uses motorcycle rickshaws? Poor people do. A 10% regulatory duty has been imposed on them. After the new taxes, motorcycles will become more expensive. Small cars used by the middle class, like the Alto, have been made more expensive. Now, look at the other side. Import duty on luxury cars has been reduced by 40%. Because of this, the prices of luxury cars like Audi and expensive priceless cars will decrease by 20 to 70 lakh rupees. Not only that, but the import duty on food for rich people's dogs and cats has also been reduced. This means that consciously, it feels like a conspiracy in the budget. Shamelessly, even the dogs of the rich have been taken care of in the budget, while the poor man's food has been snatched away. Due to the increase in petrol prices, now half a litre of petrol is being taxed at 101 rupees. I'm repeatedly pointing out this fact. I swear on my honour that I'm telling the truth. I swear on God, who has his hand on the pulse of the universe. It really feels like this budget has been made deliberately to irritate the poor and to please the rich. I don't see any other reason. Some savings could have been made, something could have been given to the poor, and something taken from the rich. No. The rich have been deliberately favoured, it has rained benefits on the rich, and the poor have been robbed of even a morsel of food. And then such shameless statements are being made. It's hard to believe that after this budget, you even have to give an interview. They are mocking us. They are outright mocking the poor. And the current government seems exactly like that man, and the poor man is like his barber. That man looks like a completely bald-headed man who barely has 5 hairs on his head, and he arrogantly sits on the barber's chair, and the poor barber looks at his head in amazement and asks, "Sir, tell me, Do you want me to cut or count? So look at the stubbornness of that man. The government says no, neither count nor cut. We have to colour the hair. This hair needs to be coloured 5 times. The poor public has to colour their hair 5 times. This government wants to dye the public. Astaghfirullah, God forbid there is a limit. At least show some shame on this shameless budget. Just say that there was a lot of pressure from the IMF and we had to do it. Say something you are still praising it, that's the limit. Anyway, okay. After Iftikhar Jut, another PTI worker, very sadly I have to say, Jamshed Khan has also passed away. The list of the ruler's cruelty, barbarity and crimes is very long. But this cruelty done under the pretext of May 9th, the way thousands of families went through a storm, a tough time, a torment, those responsible will have to give account not only in this world, but also in God's court. They will have to answer the courts. They will have to answer the police. In this cruelty, police, administrative agencies and courts were openly used as tools. This shows how the country has fallen to an abysmal moral low. Now, the Iftikhar worker who was about to be released from jail, who lost his life to hepatitis B 2 or 3 days ago, it was reported that just 3 days before his death, he was breathing in the hospital. Meanwhile, his case was ongoing in court. Iftikhar's lawyers presented his medical report in court and requested exemption from his attendance. The judge got visibly angry and said if the accused is not presented in court, he will cancel the bail and send him back to jail. This was just 4 or 5 days before his death. The lawyers then brought Iftikhar, who was on the verge of death, on a stretcher to the court. These scenes, I believe, will be forgotten by history. In the worst eras, not even in the times of Halaku Khan was there such brutality as seen today in the name of this promising and justice-loving judge, Manzar Gul, or whatever his name is. Much is being said about him on social media, and I am shocked. How can such a cruel person be placed in such a position? Don't they have families? Don't they have children? Don't they have siblings? Now, with the way these judges are being cursed on social media, their families and children will suffer for their deeds. How will they endure this torment? Such cruel people inflict the most cruelty on their loved ones. Now, the news I want to share with you is that after getting quite disappointed from many sides, the powerful factions and the government, in hope of seeing Imran Khan humbled, have badly broken down themselves. Now, they are trying to break the leadership again. Sometimes they succeed, sometimes they don't. Now, these powerful factions and the government have focused all their energy on creating rifts within PTI ranks via social media. They've created 2 or 3 stars, 2 or 3 factions to make PTI workers disheartened before even starting any movement. For the past 2 or 3 days, I have noticed that 2 or 3 groups have formed, women's groups have formed. If someone says something from one side, the other side retorts. This is linked with Iftikhar's death, that his funds were eaten up. I will name Khadija Shah. It is said that she ate up 1 billion rupees in funds. What funds? Who ate the funds? Every woman, every person who has suffered during this difficult time deserves respect and honor. For God's sake, do not throw such propaganda and factionalism into this fire. Factionalism can be done later, but now, with such baseless and foolish accusations, I am shocked. Iftikhar did really pass away, and after that, the hospital says pay the bills first. One other worker gave money, then Khadija said she gave money, then someone else said so-and-so gave money. Though she showed proof that she did not even have a credit card at that time. All expenses were paid by Khadija Shah. So why complain about Khadija Shah? Why complain about anyone? Why complain about Dr. Yasmin Rashid Sahiba? Sanam Javed, who right now in this tough heat is not ready to back down even an inch from her stance. Similarly, Khadija Shah Sahiba did not come with a written complaint. She endured all the cruelty, took the oppression to the limit, but she also wrote the letter of apology and gave it. These people deserve respect in their own places. Therefore, comrades should not draw swords on each other at every little thing. If your time comes to act, don't start fighting among yourselves. Then accusations start flying that she ate 1 billion rupees. Which fund was she in charge of? Tell me. Khadija. Accusations after accusations on social media without any questions or answers. Adopt a little tolerant attitude. I keep saying the government's whole focus right now is to create discord among workers. So before accusing, before cursing, take a moment's break and then talk. Finally, listen to 2 couplets by Fauzia Sheikh Sahiba. There is fire burning the flowers in the garden. Who will speak? There is fire burning the flowers in the garden. Who will speak? If you are alive, speak. Who will speak when in a shroud? If you cut the tongues of those who speak the truth, who will speak? If the government is cruel, who will speak in the nation? This silence is the prelude to a storm. Open a little window, who will speak? Is it the tongue or the pen of a writer? If both remain silent, who will speak? That wraps up our translation of Junaid Saleem's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.